Oh, I'm muted.
Oh, Texty already moved you into here. Thank you, Texty.
Thanks, Texty.
How's it going, Elana?
Oh wait, I can hear you twice. Hello.
Yeah, so let's fix that. Alright, so this is gonna be our third session or fourth?
Third.
Okay, yeah, so this is gonna be our third session together at this point, Elana. So I'm expecting you to be the best person we've coached yet. Disregard the fact that we coached Spy the other, week, and X-Devon as well. Alright?
Wait, what?
Oh, did you miss those?
No, I saw both of them.
Yeah, I'm saying you should be better than them because you've had 3 sessions and they only had 1.
Wait, that's not... Can you hear the game through my mic again?
Let's check. I don't think so, but I can't really hear game volume, you know? No.
Yeah. Okay, I moved the settings.
Alright. And then, before we start, are you in Borderless?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Alright, yeah. So what are we doing today? What's different this time?
Okay, so from last time, I have been internalizing fighting with purpose, and I started playing Sylvia.
Very similar playstyle. I actually feel like Sylvia fits your playstyle a little better, to be honest.
Wow, you and everyone else, huh?
Well, you played Alex basically the same way everyone else plays Sylvia, you know? So it's like, you don't think you do?
No, it's like I don't understand it.
In what way? I can see both as poke and hard engage, but well, it's kind of how you play your poke, right? So most Alexes don't play Alex's poke kind of the way you do.
I just watched July and just did what he did with Alex.
It's not like the sequencing of abilities I'm talking about, but more so how you position yourself.
Okay.
It's a very hard thing to kind of convey, right?
Yeah.
It's not anything that's super profound, but it's you position in a very similar way to how a Sylvia would position. Where Alex's, more often than not, are an extra step or 2 back, where it's most Alexes that I play against on top end are trying to poke you with the max ass range end of their Q when they're poking, and you kind of like to sit in that mid area, which isn't bad at all. It's fine because you have E to constantly disengage. I think it's just a difference of mentality. But I think Sylvia will end up being a good fit for you, to be honest.
Okay. Well, I've been finding a lot of success with Sylvia.
Glad to hear. Builds, I can't give any insight. Sylvia had her weapon robbed from her, and I don't know what the fuck people are doing now.
Yeah, I've realized that Magnum Bow has been weird, Elegance has been weird, because Devil's Marksman is missing.
Do you make Devil's Marksman, though?
If I get first Meteor, I try to get Devil's Marksman if I know I'm not going to spend the Force Core on a pistol.
That's fair, because I think we still want Kelt, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just pause this music. Alright. Well, I think less of this session is supposed to be about the actual characters and builds, and I think we're at the point where we should be working on mechanics and stuff. So let's go ahead and queue up, because I think you already have a good idea of what you'll be wanting to do.
Yeah. I shouldn't be forcing myself to fight for trees, though, right?
It depends when and why. You know? Do you have a good reason for it, would be my question. And normally if it's well, yeah, I want Force Core to make a weapon, then it's I think we should... You absolutely can, but you have to take that mindset of if you know you can't win the fight, then yeah, you should just back off and let them have it.
Yeah. I've had a Alex game come up like that where I couldn't get the first cemetery tree.
Damn, you're fighting for first tree. That's interesting.
That's why I have end cemetery, or it says end beach, but I'm usually by hotel.
Right. And I have to assume that you already know how to do the combos correctly, right?
Not really.
Really?
Really. You can tell me when I start fighting.
Well, the big thing to keep in mind is knowing if you can Q at the beginning or not. Because if you Q at the beginning, it's QEWQ, and if you can't, then it's just WEQ, and then you hop off.
W.
Whichever one's the RAM.
Wheelie is the RAM. E.
Okay, so then yeah, you start with it's E, so it'd be QEWQ if you can start with Q, and if you can't, then it's just EWQ. And that's if you're trying to keep it true. If you're not trying to keep it true, then you could be a little like different with it, where you can do like EQW, and then if you pause for like half a second, you can get another Q.
That's what I've been doing.
That's greedy though, because it's like the opponent can still attack you in that time. So like in some cases, you could just do EWQ and immediately hop off bike, because that's true, right? They can't interact with that. Jan was AFK, always nice to see. Really good box, holy shit. Try to eat the chickens.
Oh.
You want to eat them at max range, because the longer the longer distance it goes, the more fuel you get.
Okay.
So the idea is you'll eat chickens at like max fucking range, so you get a shit ton of fuel, and you're able to actually, you know, get your fuel gauge up very quickly from that.
Okay. I don't have every like animal spawn memorized.
Keep seeing Sylvia's and Aya's build Devil's Markman as initial weapon. That's fucked. What'd you say?
I don't know. I don't have all of the animal spawns memorized.
That was perfect, by the way. All right, guys, write this down. ElanaNoire's new account is Ice Flower. Spread the word. We'll grief him.
This is like level 30. This is like level 30 already. And I can't remember the password to my first account.
Oh damn! You lost your account?
No, it's not fully lost. I'm just in the process of recovering it.
Okay. We should move on more than likely. You're going to, yeah, we were going to beach, so I feel like we should have already like been in beach, because we can get this item there as well. You're gonna get griefed now. You can commit onto her with bike at this point. Yep, good. Good, really well done. QW? Yeah, you can commit to this, I'm pretty sure. Because she's on Stampede. Stampede's not that good anymore on her. Good shit, good shit. Were you aware of what build she was using?
No.
Okay.
I just saw her fighting me, so I started fighting back.
No, I completely understand. Just, we didn't check the Fiora's body, by the way. She's to the left. So we could just give it a quick check, just in case. She might have something decent on it. Not really. Take the eggs, actually. Perfect.
Yeah.
So that's just something to keep note of. Make sure we're checking builds, right? I know you do normally, but it's like in a high risk in a high tense situation like that, it's still nice to like keep that in mind. Yeah, we should have pushed up the tree because they just took it. You can still look to fight them. We don't have to let this go. They more than likely went upwards. There they are. Oh, I think I know who this is. He's it's Rat Jan.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. That's the build we've been messing around with today.
I'm just gonna go to Cemetery.
Yep. I mean, it's probably gone. What I would recommend is go to Uptown instead. And then If
Alpha's
we're
still
walking
back.
by the teleporter, right, in Uptown, and it's still there, then we go. If it's gone, we do bears.
Okay, it's still there, so I'm gonna go. And I have a reason to go to factory. There's a meteor there, and Alpha's gonna spawn there too. I want to get Mithril Shield.
-1. You could bike to chase this, but yeah, you don't really get anything out of this kill. They took your tree. Don't let them go. In that situation, you would bike them down. You're winning that. There's no reason to not like take the hard engage. No, it's fine.
What the heck?
Bike. We ate the arrow skill. That's the only thing. Very well done though. You still got it. Okay. Take the cake she has as well.
Yeah.
Good shit. Good shit. Okay, let's get going.
I want to get the meteor instead now.
Yeah. So one big thing, after you do your like QWE, if you're hard committing to the fight, you should just bike immediately.
Just bike immediately. Okay.
Only if you're hard committing to the fight. So you kind of have to know like, can I like hard commit here, or do I still need to poke a little bit, right? Because there's some fights that if you hard engage early on, you'll just die.
Oops.
I'm cracked. I'm not playing right now. Alana's playing, not me. Do we still need paper?
No.
Yeah, we pressure this. You don't have to engage it, because if you engage on her, Jan was gonna engage on you. So it's like we kind of just want to stick around and put ourselves in a spot to have vision on Jan. Bike, yep, good shit. Q, again, auto, perfect. You would bike here. We can also work on how we're using pistol skill. You can give this up.
Okay. I want to get my pistol.
Sure. We have vision on Alpha, so it's not really risky to leave it. I think this is fine. So when you want to use pistol skill, so you'll do your human rotation, and then you'll go to your bike rotation, and then when you hop off bike, you'll use pistol skill.
Okay.
Because that way you'll get the cooldown reduction on both your human form and your bike form.
And my human form is like still waiting.
Yes.
While I'm on bike.
Right. Bike combo, perfect. And then now you would pistol skill.
Okay. Alright, I want to get Mithril Shield.
Yep. Bike. Ooh. Keep in mind his build. It might be risky to fight.
It's painful.
Yeah, he's got a lot of true damage. Because he's on Smolder Glove, right?
Yeah.
Let's take the console. Do we want to take this fight, or do we want to get our free upgrade first? It's a Ginny, so we would probably take this.
Oh.
Bike?
Bike.
Because she can't really juke you out this way, right? And then pistol skill. Okay.
I can't see. I'm gonna go up.
Do you want to work on passive after? Do you ever work on passive or no?
Yeah, I do passive, but it's not a priority.
Right. In this situation, though, we don't have anything else we're doing, so I say we kill the boar, kill the bear, go to alley, or dip into it just to get our passive, right? Okay. He's wasted everything, so you would bike there. And then go back. Be careful, he might be in the bush. Okay, yeah. Alright, so we've dipped into alley. Let's go into avenue. Hopefully we can kill the dog or the chickens to get the leather we want. I say check the crate because I think there's actually some decent items in it that you could get to transition, and we don't have anything else better to do, right? Needs the max passive or else she can't scale. Yeah. So La Elijah is saying that you need to be maxing passive. Do you have anything?
So Dock Chapel and I'm done.
Yes, but if you don't maxing your passive, like leveling it, gives you bonus stats. Yeah. So I think what people do is they max Q and then they max passive and then they max W.
That's what I did initially. And I just stopped doing it because I didn't think I could get all my locations. If I was fighting for everything, I mean, a forest tree is up.
So this is our last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we go to forest?
Yeah.
But, I mean, I can kind of see where you're coming from, but it's like you really have to hit these locations to scale, so it's something that you're gonna have to work into. We may not have, you don't have to play like the full objective focus that other characters do on her. Like it's nice, obviously, but it's like you can kind of play it a little slower, just so you can hit your stuff. Okay. I would have actually stopped there. Just stop.
The last bullet?
Yes.
Okay.
Why not, right?
Yeah, I get it. I'm just like...
They probably TP... Oh. Yeah, so this is not one where you would bike in, because you don't want to close the gap on Jackie. That gives her exactly what she wants, right? Let's go to Avenue.
I was thinking the same thing.
That or Pond, because picking up the meteorite could give you some SP, which I think you need. But you can kind of just dip there now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
5, 3, 3, 3. So you do 3 in W, then 3 in E, and then you start maxing passive? Speaking of which, we still haven't leveled passive. You need to. Right. It's a lot of stats right now. It just got taken. We were a little slow. So this is one of those situations where it's like, yeah, we should have just went straight for it rather than waiting.
Up.
W. Good. We're fighting her in her healing zone. Q. I think that plays a bigger role in that fight than you are giving it credit for.
Devil's Martin or my Q?
Her healing.
Ah.
Because her ult got reworked, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's what I was saying is I think you're not giving... Oh, that is not...
Red Jan.
Yeah, that is not Red Jan. All right.
I topped your dad.
Rip. But anyways, fucking, her ultimate healing is actually a decent amount. So it's like, once she uses her ult like that, we need to make distance out of that. Like, kite away from it, do whatever we can, but we don't want to fight her inside of it because she's just going to heal up, right? I think you actually played that game very well. What I will say though is in the times where like you wanted to go for an objective, right? So we were looking for forestry. You spent a lot of time killing the animals in the area because you were like, oh, it's still up. I can just, like, obviously no one wanted it. I can take my time. And that's kind of a false, like, mindset because people obviously do want it. Just no one's made their way to it yet.
I wasn't trying to slow down. I was just trying to be doing things while I was moving there.
Right, but that takes time.
Yeah. So
it's like, we should move there first on things like that, where it's like, you can always come back and kill that chicken or that bat. But you won't get another chance to grab the tree or the meteorite. The meteorite wasn't such a big deal because again, we were just going over there for SP. But the tree I think was a decently big deal. Let's queue up. You actually did very well that game, I think. And then not leveling passive.
Yeah, when I picked up Sylvia, I did level passive initially, and it became my priority, but then I started doing the objectives thing, and then I just stopped leveling it because I figured if I'm not going to be everywhere, or if I can't be everywhere, then I'll just put points in the skills that I will be using.
Right. So what I'm seeing is people start leveling it at...
Should I be on deck to look also?
The best one I'm seeing is people start leveling it at level 14 and 15.
So around the time that you want to be scaling?
Yeah, you start putting points into it before you put points into your E, it looks like, but that's just on deck. Elijah says you're supposed to...
Do it first?
No, you don't do it first.
No?
You do Q, you max Q first, every time. And then you put like 3 points into your W, 3 points into your E, and then you max passive is what he says, I think, but...
1, 2, 3...
You really just look to put points into it once you've basically got it done, okay?
I see it here, like, yeah, 14, 15, you have 3 points in W, 3 points in E.
Yeah. And then you'll finish off W first, I think, and then E. But again, if, like, let's say you get your stuff done early for whatever reason, then you would level your passive first. You get what I mean?
Yeah. That will just have to be something
E3 into Qmax for E-poke and better dog kill. Some people just go in Q. That could be a concept, but I think it's better to just stick for Qmax for now because Elijah's just starting out, and it's better to, like, let him play around the fundamentals first.
Elijah's not playing.
Sorry, not Elijah. You know what I mean. Elana. Elijah's the one talking. And I don't mean, like, just started playing the game, just we were only recently picking up Sylvia, so to speak.
Oh, no, I am a new player.
Yeah, brand new player.
Brand new. I am what you like to refer to as a -1.
Yeah. But yeah, she's very flexible. You can pretty much do anything you want on this character.
Yeah, makes me, I don't know why it makes me feel so bad.
No, absolutely crazed. Feel free to ask questions. Just when we're in the middle of a game, I focus less on chat and more on the coaching session. For instance, I just noticed that Xander popped in. Xander, how you doing today, buddy?
More on Elana.
Yeah, we focus more on... Did I say Elijah again?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry, Elana.
It's not wrong unless you skip passive.
Yeah. Because it's like extra...
I try not to ignore it on purpose.
How much extra is it?
A lot.
I know it's at least 15 amp. It doubles every time, or well, not doubles. It doubles the first time and then triples the next time. It's 0.5 to 1 to 1.5. And that's for attack speed and skill amp, so if you don't put points into it, you're missing out on 10% skill amp and 10% attack speed, I think?
And that's for every location, yeah?
No, it'd be 1.5% for every location, so... There's 15, so it's 1.5 times 15, which is close to 20.
It's 22 and a half.
Okay. And then you get a flat 10 for attack speed and amp when you finish it as well. So you'll get 35% attack speed and amplification.
Okay. The game was a mess.
I think it was a mess, but I think you did well on it. Ooh. There we go. VOD reviewing, what are the major things you look for fights? How much do you focus in VOD reviews? I haven't actually done a VOD review in a while, but what I will say is I'll normally just go through the entire thing and I will break down key points and what I think are the biggest flaws in the gameplay. If you're interested on how my coaching goes, what I can recommend is if this is like your first time. Oh, I accidentally added Elana. Sorry, my bad, ElanaNoire. But yeah, you can check the YouTube out. We have a lot of past coaching sessions on there. That could help a little bit. I'm being spammed? Yeah.
Can I get a mod? Are there mods here?
Are there mods? There's Texty, but he's not reliable. Texty redeemed VOD review? Alright, Grace is gonna get to find out. Alright, Texty, we'll VOD review your game after this. Doing alright. I know I should probably sign up for a coaching session. I'm pretty sure I'm still messing up somewhere but not seeing it, but I'm a stubborn ass trying to figure it out on my own. Oh, what is this creature you call Texty? Texty is our resident mod. Next month, not next month, but the month after, he'll be living with me. I just want to play Sylvia for the next 3 days. Facts. I don't blame you. Do they need a random button for you so they can just pick a random zone and you won't know which one you're going to?
Nah, this is a meta call.
Yeah? You're virtue signaling people? Saying like...
Do I get it? Leave school.
Don't start here?
Yeah. Oh, now someone's in archery range. My meta call didn't work.
I'm trying to solve issues on my own, so I was going to VOD review my own games and wanted to know mainly what to look at. That's a hard question to answer. When you're looking over your own content, the problem is it's very hard. You don't have it?
Don't have what?
Alana, I did a video about that skin.
New account. New account.
You can still get it, can't you?
I don't know. Can you?
Watch the video and find out. I'm kidding.
I do watch your videos.
I know. But yeah, it's hard to notice your own flaws half the time. Just look over the game and ask yourself, what do you think was the biggest mistake you made? What was the game-ending mistake? And don't fall into the trap of saying like, oh, well, taking the fight where I died. Because more often than not, that's not the biggest mistake. There's often things that you could have done better in the early game or things that went wrong early game.
Yeah, I see a lot that I've like rewatched the VOD of our second coaching session.
The one where I was apparently being negative the entire time?
Were you? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, someone left a comment on it and they were like, you're so negative all the fucking time, and then they downvoted it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I'm like, this is what they want from me.
This is what I signed up for.
Yeah.
Chocolate. Oh. Oops.
If people look, chat, I'll make y'all a deal. All right, we can do a special coaching session for $5. Well, I will just praise everything you do. If that's what the people want, that's what I'll give them.
You died in cemetery. Wonderful work. Something like that.
Masterful. This is like soon to be next meta environment. You only died to them because they're bad. If they played better, you would have been able to play around them better. Damn, chat, imagine not bike farming to kill this dog. It wouldn't be me.
Wait, I'm level 4.
I know, man.
That's not fair.
Slowly miss skill shots and get praise for it? Absolutely. $5? I'll do anything. Chat, I'm a whore. You can buy me. Easily. Michael Udall bought me for $100. That's how I commentated his tournament.
I should have picked up the whiskey.
I mean, you still got purified water. You can drink it. You can also just munch this ice.
Yeah.
Kill the bat, super free. I'm a genius. Oh, I love it. I can hear you mashing the quick craft key like I do.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Yo, this is peak gameplay. LS would be proud. I'm not seeing enough mouse movement. That's better.
Okay, I want to walk up the forest, touch it, touch this, get the tree.
Sounds good. You want to bike up in case anyone's at it? That's a meme, I'm kidding.
I got my food. I'll do this.
That's perfectly fine. Not enough random tabs to APM. Yeah, we're good though. Hotspots to try in San Diego. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that one out.
So
Hit him with the E. Oh, I love to see it. Now you bike. She's dead.
Goodbye.
Now what are we gonna ask?
I was gonna say, I'm gonna go pick up my cloth, but I'm going to pretend I'm running this person down. Because I do want that.
That sounds nice and all, but we can just run them down, right? That's, yeah, so, now that we've ran them down, and you got your slippers, GGEs. Streamer loot by proxy.
Streamer loot?
There's someone above you. You want to fight this?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's fucking head to... We have enough time to go to an extra zone. What do you think would be a hard zone to visit later?
Dock.
Sure.
It doesn't have a hyperloop, and it's all the way at the bottom.
I agree.
And it has boxes, so I can...
Try to get some food.
Get my chocolate.
Well, we don't want to spend too much time here, so let's not walk downwards. Keep walking upwards towards Uptown. Because again, we want to beat Uptown early, right?
Yes.
So even though there's things we want to keep good practices.
Yeah. Oh my god. The chicken's right here.
There's one more to the left.
I knew that.
Yeah, keep going. Don't worry about that too much. We need to hurry up. Activate console. Because we won't be there next to Alpha in time if someone is there anyways, and it's close enough. Console. This zone is one of those unique situations where console's close enough that, like, if the Nadine started it right now, you could be there to kill her before she finishes it. Oh my god, so close. Oh no, we got arrow skilled. You need to back away. All right.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, that was not backing away. Okay, it was close. I mean, you got the kill on the Nadine, but you got third party. So, but let's kind of talk about that though, right?
I could have killed him.
The Hyunwoo?
Yeah.
What?
I ran out of HP.
Okay, fair enough. So remember what I said about going all in on certain characters being bad? That's one of them. Yeah. You're not the kind of character who's going to burst someone down from 100 HP. That's not how Sylvia works.
Okay.
You can if they're like omega squishy, right? But as you get later in the game, especially considering she has 3 HP items, that's not happening. And you kind of could have told that by looking at her HP bar and how much damage you did with your first human rotation. You did like 10%, if not 15. So the idea there, especially considering she chunked you first, you just take the trade and then you start backing up. And you just kind of take like the long extended trades like how you were doing on Alex before. And you basically go back and forth between that and all-inning them. It's matchup dependent, right? You really are just gonna have to figure out what matchups you can hard all in and which ones you can't. My best advice would be to figure out what characters you out DPS, right?
I know I can fight this.
Yes, but you basically started the fight with like a third less HP, and that's why I said slow play it. Because she did actually end up beating you. You had to fall back, and you only won it because she face checked the bush and took fucking damage for no reason. You know, but it's like if you play it slower, you can actually ignore him. Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, go ahead. He's griefing. Hit him up for teaming.
Oh, he's teaming me?
He's teaming, yeah.
Wait, oh, I bet he gave the heal move my location.
Absolutely. But you kind of get what I mean with that.
Yeah, I got it.
So let's go next.
Yes.
Because it's like, you won the fight, but can we really say we won the fight of our own accord, or was it because the Nadine did something stupid?
I capitalized under stupidity, so I
You did, but if the Nadine was a better player with a better mindset, that situation would have never came up.
They wouldn't have face checked me.
Right, they wouldn't have face checked you, and you probably never get the chance to win that fight in that case. So we don't want to. You're right. Well, we don't know. That's a world we'll never get to see. But the idea there is like, we don't want to be praising ourselves for things that worked, even though it was still a bad decision.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do this. Chat. This is like a genius thing. You're gonna get me so many views on YouTube.
Concentrate, and then.
Yeah.
And even when we're in the future, people are going to try using it.
Absolutely. I can see the title now. It's going to be watch this coaching session for 300 free NP.
I was going to suggest the same thing.
Can y'all hear my cat?
I can't.
Oh, he's going ballistic because she got home. She is obviously his favorite. Oh man, I missed a lot. I still spam tab when I played League. Yeah, me too. Don't worry. Depends on your definition of fix. They fixed it. Yeah, they just halved all the lifesteal items in a hotfix.
They halved it and then they fixed it. Everything's no longer halved again.
Okay, yeah. It was so regardless, like, it was fine, but just, it was a weird, like, micro fix for now. But really genius by them, actually. No, it's fixed, Xander. It's good. It's all working as intended now. There was a period, though, where they didn't fix it, but they just adjusted numbers to make it work as intended. And then now, apparently, it's fixed. Pretty sure Jan still has more healing than he's supposed to. As far as I know, the bug was only with Omnivamp and Lifesteal. I did mention that I was wondering if characters were healing more than they were supposed to, but Hyunwoo wasn't. And Jan didn't seem to at the time, so I kind of wrote it off. But
Sylvia,
you might know
Sylvia
something I didn't know.
Been feeling the same, like, since the bug. But I also wasn't playing Sylvia during the bug. I was auto-attacking people with Yuki.
Yeah, that's interesting, Yuki. Oh, you're getting 700 HP from a Q, and he's hitting one bear at half health. Did something happen? Oh, you're cleaning up the area around them. Messy cats. I've been really debating lately getting into a game called Axie Infinity, by the way, guys. And I just can't justify it because it's a crypto game. And I can't afford to put money into anything right now. Feels bad. But it looks interesting for those of you who are looking for something new to do. You can even make some money playing it in the meantime. What's it called? Axie Infinity. I'll type it in chat for you, Top.
I missed paper.
I
need it for weapon, so...
Get shit on, nerd. Oh, I only typed in one word. What a weird concept. Yeah, so it's basically NFTs. Like, it's Pokemon, but everything's like an NFT. So it's like all revolved around crypto. It's very interesting. Max Range the dog.
I pressed it here.
It's a video game? Yeah, it is. It's mobile, actually. You won't find it on the App Store, though. You have to go to their website. So I can kind of see the argument that Elijah was making to Maxie here, but we run rotation of the dog anyways, so I don't think it's a big deal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He's happy. Yeah, you need to get some sip. You're dead.
No.
Okay, go ahead and fucking do your shit.
I don't die because I said so. I might die taking this tree though.
If you don't hit.
Oh my goodness.
Shame. I think it's good enough to leave. That okay.
Because I get to hyperloop.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess my concept was like, I think we're good enough to leave because it's just a slight stat bonus on your accessory, whereas we need to finish our chest piece and arm piece. We're not going to be able to contest tree now, but I don't think it's a big deal, personally. You know?
Yeah.
I'm tired. I might play an 11 game after this.
I have to play 11.
No, I might.
Oh. Meteors in school.
Sounds good to me. My only concern is we don't really have food.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would like to go to chapel to pick up a box. And it still has the hyperloop so I can go to school afterward.
As it would take a little bit longer, but there's a side of me that says going to dock might slightly be better because you can still get the box for food, but you also get the battery for headpiece. Yeah, you win this every time. That was perfect. Really well done.
People are gonna love you praising me on YouTube.
Yo, that guy's gonna like fucking stop by the chat, donate 20 bucks the next time. Much better content. Thank you for listening to feedback.
Where do I want to be after?
All
Uptown.
jankies are viable. Yeah. Are we not going for meteorite? Is it gone?
No, it's still there. I was.
Yeah, you could trust La Elijah's opinion on it, Xander. At least La Elijah and Salty Grease are the two people I would listen to in chat over it.
I need oil and another pistol.
But yeah, axe is probably still best. Quick odd question here, but do you really think that transitioning to Devil's Marksman is better at the moment than staying on Magnum?
I don't know.
Let's stay on Magnum and contest Alpha.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to Uptown. I'll toss this.
Okay. You could have just dropped the water you're holding on to. Yep, keep distance. You have the perfect mindset here. Yep, now we leave. If she comes back, you kill her. Now you could have hard all in her, but you want the alpha, so that's fine.
Bitch!
You would have been out. Look, if they come back again, you either hard all in them or I'm gonna yell at you.
Yep.
You bike.
No. I don't know what's going on.
You're letting them grief you. You could have TP'd out twice now.
Goodbye.
It's like an annoying kid. You have to... Yeah, you needed to, like... Well, I guess this works. Yeah. You catch her, she's dead.
Here.
Speaking of she, it's Jackie. It's Texty.
Texty?
Yeah. What are you doing? Why are you afraid of him? You let them get away at this point. He went up. Okay.
Okay.
Why are we going here?
To spend my water.
Okay.
Oh. Yeesh. A lot of people here.
How many zones do we need, and what do we need to finish weapon? Okay, let's finish weapon.
Oh, weapon?
Yeah, let's finish weapon, finish zones.
Okay, so I go to factory.
Keep in mind that you left the gun in alley, and you could always go back and grab it.
Yeah. Would that be faster than going to factory?
You still need oil as well, right?
Oil's in factory.
Yeah, so I was going to say, no, it's probably better to go to factory. I was just saying for, like, just to keep in mind that, that's all.
Okay.
But you need 2 of these guns, right? So this does ease the load on factory.
I don't need that anymore.
And then we need to go to alley, pond, and temple, I think.
Yeah. And cemetery, hospital, pond, and temple.
Okay. Alright, so we can just teleport to Sim now.
Okay.
Or you can just go to hospital if you're worried about not getting the tree, which we probably should have just done that. You can use bike form to kill wolves at this point. See how much damage you're taking? It's risky.
Yeah.
To not. You should also check the wolves before you leave.
Mithril, mithril. I don't reload.
You're good to go now.
Cemetery.
Was that a question or was that a statement?
I don't... Like, I'm considering whether I should reload or not.
Don't. Why should you?
Because I'd convince myself to anyways.
But why? What do you get out of reloading? How much damage do your auto attacks do?
I get 3 extra bullets.
Okay, but I'm gonna ask again, how much damage do your auto attacks do?
Probably not a lot.
So why are you griefing yourself then? Look at that, they do 2 damage to a camera.
They do 2 damage! Hello.
Why are you griefing yourself? Wait. Is her accessory not better?
Is it Crane? It is better.
Okay. Kelt is so much better than DM.
I agree.
Yeah. I think most people would agree there. See? Nothing. Don't you dare reload.
I'm sorry, I had no choice there.
That's fine. This one's fine too. But it's like, you ideally want to set yourself in a situation, don't kill this bat. Yeah, you can kill it with abilities, but like set this up, right? Think about how much damage you're gonna be able to burst out to someone with starting out a fight. What the fuck is Texie doing?
I don't know.
It's risky to start the Omega, but if you wanted to, I guess. We didn't level passive again. Oh wait, well this is the period where we should be leveling passive. You're fine. Wow, that dude's a fucking, like, genius.
He knew.
He knew. And now we're dead. Yep. No, you're fine. Keep walking up. There's no reason for you to let this go.
Sorry, Texty. Oh.
Is Shahjahan really better than Nightingale?
Health? I guess you get pseudo health.
More healing on your Q.
Yeah.
Why don't... Texie's already leaving. You either do Omega or you do the Baron Wolves and leave. Make the decision. Bike farm. Speed this up. What are we making?
Factories available, so Celt.
Kelt and then Myth Shield?
Okay.
You're giving him too much credit. You either walk up and start TPing, or you fight him. Why Doc? I thought you said factory.
Myth Shield, right?
Which one? Okay, but yeah, Kelt's a better upgrade first though, right? So we should do that.
Got it.
Yeah, the purple bullet means that it'll proc last bullet passive on this weapon, which does extra damage. Okay. Also, we're not contesting Wick, but I think as long as you can give up what you're doing to contest Wick when it comes over.
Yeah.
Yep, don't check the crate. There's really nothing in it that we'd want right now. The chances are slim and far between because we're already hitting most of our transitions and we have better things to do. Tisha. W the bush. It's night. It's late into the game. It's very dangerous to not be checking bushes right now. You don't have Wick on your map. What's Wick doing? Someone's fighting it right above you, aren't they? Okay, no. Someone made noise though, which is what made me think that. Ooh. Sisela. Very good poke. Let's go for another Q. Remember what I said about the W first being true? That's the situation where it kind of applied. W on top of yourself? That kind of works, I guess. Perfect, really well done. Wick is still here, so be careful not to walk in the puddle. It's top end, okay.
Wait for
Keep an eye on the map. He pulled it?
Stopped.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like we need to keep an eye on the map. You can bike at him because you want to be there fast. Now he doesn't have ult, but he has Wick buff, so it's like he's still a threat. Rip. Not committing to the bike earlier was the main thing that kept us from getting there in time. That's a very time-sensitive thing, so you have to be mindful of using your bike as movement, you know? And not just as combat. But that was really well done. So I still think you're kind of falling into the same problem when it's like you have objectives available and you're getting sidetracked doing little things, right? There needs to be a priority for that. Like, yeah, you want to be doing everything you can, but there's a point where you're hurting yourself, you know? And it's mostly just like, oh, on your way to tree, like you'll smack animals a little bit or check a crate or two, when it's like, no, you can do that after the objective. Okay?
Yeah, this stock one, I just wanted to get Myth Shield before I fought.
No, I completely understand, but you can't, and we kind of did fine on the dock. I'm mostly talking about early game when we're looking at Meteorites and Tree of Lives, right? But like, as much as we want Mithril Shield, it's not the end of the world if we take that fight, and honestly, I don't think Myth Shield makes us beat Texty, so I don't think the transition ends up being that important. I think there's also an argument to make and say that, like, is Myth Shield better than being on Myth Shoes? How do you feel about that?
I was only thinking shield because it was available in the zones.
Yeah, it is. And I understand that. But it's still something we kind of want to be thinking about because we had our White Crane fan. We don't need healing reduction anymore. Movement speed ends up being one of the biggest issues with us, right? We needed to keep Texty off of us and we didn't have enough MS to do it. We did also kind of go in to try and snag Wick from him, which I won't say was a bad idea. It was mostly just he had already gotten it. Kind of feels bad, you know? Overall, though, I would actually say that you're doing it pretty much fine. You're playing the character mechanically well. I think like you were saying, I think you're honestly doing just much better on this character. We just need to change our priorities on the objectives to be more focused on them, right? First Tree of Life is an if you can get it scenario, you know, don't force it too much like you were mentioning before. In this game, I could see the games where you wanted to do it, but it seems like you kind of handled that a little bit better, you know? And in those games, so like in this one, right? The Tree of Life had already spawned, but before you went up to it, you checked the car to make food first. When it's like, you already have food, you should just be at the Tree of Life picking it up. You wanted to make Oriental concoctions, but you had Choco Pies. And I understand you want to save the Choco Pies to get boxes later, but it's the same fucking healing amount at the end of the day as the Oriental concoctions you're making right now. It was a greed decision, in my opinion. You get what I mean?
Yeah, the idea isn't to be greedy, but I get that. Like,
There's a point where, like, you've come full circle, though.
activity is what I'm trying to get in while I'm moving towards an objective.
Right, but that in itself is being greedy, you know, especially when you're making yourself late to it. The greed point to me is not being directly at that objective the moment it spawns.
Yeah.
That should be #1 priority. Anything outside of that that's slowing you away from that is greed to me, because you're basically saying like, oh, no one's gonna be there to grab it, or if they show up I can just stop them, when it's like, how many we saw at least twice in this session where we couldn't stop them.
I was expecting a fight and I wanted to be ready for it. It's not, it wasn't I don't think anyone's there. It looks like Texi didn't win.
Right, but we were we were already ready for it, is my point. That's my kind of counter argument for it, because like you wanted to make the Oriental concoctions. What's the difference between Oriental concoctions and Choco Pies? So that's my point is all, because you shouldn't need more than 2 food for a fight, considering you're a healing character. You know, that'll help keep you topped off, and then if you run out of food because the fight went long, you need to ask yourself if it's really a winning fight for you or if you should give it up. If the answer is yes, then you can still force it and you can kind of walk. It's fine to check that and pick up the food. It's not fine to craft it, is my thing, you know? And then if you run out of food mid-fight, as long as you've gotten that first engage and you're kind of like started in it, you can start crafting that food mid-fight when they go off to grab the tree again, because you've left them alone, and then you can stop them again because now that you have food, because it only takes like 1.5 seconds to craft the food, I think, and it takes 8 seconds to grab tree. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I'm getting all of this.
Those are kind of the main things. You're doing alpha fine, you're being conscious of like when people spawn there, or when it spawns and where people might be for it. The Omega was also good that game. I think it's just kind of those little things. And then how we talked about with the Nadine before, where it's like you kind of went in on her when you shouldn't have. You should have kind of played that one a little slower. The Texty one, kind of the same thing, but it was kind of a risk-reward decision that you made, which is fine. So I don't want you to beat yourself up about that. If you steal the wick, it's free. You win at that point, right? So don't beat yourself up there. I think that's a perfectly fine call to make. The Nadine, there was no kind of like overinflated reward there to justify going in like that. And you learn that, right? After the fight, now you know, like, okay, if I'm like down health against Nadine, I can't really afford to go in because she can just pop ult and out DPS me at that point. Because I feel like you have the better burst for sure within 2 rotations. Her DPS though is gonna slowly catch up because of ultimate, because she'll keep getting wolf procs on you. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you on this session. Much better, much more improvement, between both sessions that we've seen. Just don't feel like you're getting character carried. Do you get what I mean? It's very common for people to feel that way when they've played one character, couldn't find success, and they swap to another. They'd be like, oh, I'm still bad, just Sylvia's good concept. That's not the truth. It may honestly just be that...
Not bad.
Good. It may just be that Sylvia's a better fit for you, which I think is honestly the case. I think the character fits how you want to play much better. If you don't enjoy her, then...
I know that's a good thing.
Sorry to hear that.
I definitely enjoy playing Sylvia. It's like... Because I want to play the game as Aya, but I can't stand her.
Is she too simple?
No, it's actually her voice.
Yeah?
It's because from ISBS, she sounds so different in this game, and I don't like that she sounds like an 11-year-old as a 26-year-old police officer.
Understandable. So I can offer you the same solution I have for Leon. Change the language. I cannot play Leon on English. It's fucking miserable. It's so bad.
Now this is dope.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But all right. Elana.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, the session was really great. As usual, we'll be uploading this one to YouTube, so like you can look back over things as you want. If you need anything, make sure to message me.
Okay. Thank you so much, Letter. I will be applying for another one.
All right, we'll see you for a 4th session. Take care.
Expect me again. Bye-bye.